Now we are going to start the chapter of controlling. Controlling means comparison. Comparison between standard results or desired results and actual results. What is the purpose of controlling? The controlling purpose is to bring together desired result with actual results. So now if they ask you definition of controlling, the controlling is bringing together, bringing closer the desired results with actual results and know the cause if there is any difference. Now second question is, what are the features of controlling? To remember the feature of controlling, I have made a memory technique. दूर दूर तक दो आईज कंटिन्यूसली फॉरवर्ड यूनिवर्स के फंक्शन को देखती हैं और मेजर करती हैं. इन दिस आई हैव कवर्ड दूर दूर तक दो आईज कंटिन्यूस. इट इज ए कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस. देन फॉरवर्ड, इट इज ए फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग प्रोसेस. थर्ड, यूनिवर्स को, इट इज ए यूनिवर्सल प्रोसेस. फंक्शन को, it is a function of the management. And measurement, it is measurement. We measure standard with the actual. These are the features of controlling. Now I am coming to what is the importance of controlling. So it is very easy. You remember a word coordinations, because we coordinate standard result with actual result. In coordination is one of the importance of controlling. It helps in coordination, and on the basis of coordination you can remember all the points. You see on the slide, C stands for coordination and O for order, and again D for discipline, R for resources, and I for improvement, employees, motivation, and S for standards. So these are the points, all can be remembered. What is the importance of controlling? It helps in coordination, it helps in management of resources, it helps in organization of goals, it helps in order and discipline. It improve employees motivation and help in maintaining standards which we set in the beginning of the process. Now I am coming to the next point. What are the limitations of controlling? So to remember it, you can remember a line. Quantity of milk received from external factors became costly and resisted by employees. So I made it this line to remember all the points. Quantity of milk means quantitative standards. Quantitative standards can be measured, qualitative cannot be measured. Second is control of external factors. There is no control on external factors. Third, control increases the cost. It is a costly affair. And fourth, whenever we try to control any human beings, any person, they resist. So these are the four limitations of controlling you can remember as given in the slide. Now come to what are the steps of controlling. So it is very simple. This topic will cover all the points. There is a standard performance and there is an actual performance. What is controlling? Comparison between standard performance and actual performance. Now first point come, what is the standard performance? It can be quantitative, it can be qualitative. Quantitative means which can be measured like time, cost, etc. Qualitative means morale of the employees, goodwill and motivation cannot be measured. So they can ask you a question, difference between quantitative and qualitative factors. Second is when we compare, so standard should be compared with the simple measurable. They can ask you question, what is the standards? How standards should be set? So there is a written point in red color. I have shown the slide. They should be simple, they should be measurable, they should be flexible, they should be clear. And now when we do comparison between standard and actual results, so it can be done and there can be positive result, there can be negative result. What is positive result? What standard you set, you get output more than that. And second is negative deviation, means ki whatever you were expecting, you got less than that. So now it is very important to know the reason of deviation, and then ultimately we have to take action. Deviation. Is standard attained? What is meaning of purpose of knowing deviation? We have to see if standards are achieved or acceptable, or we should revise the standards. To understand it, we have to follow two rules, two definitions, two questions are coming on the basis of this. One is principle of critical point control, and second is principle of exception. What is meaning of principle of critical point control? Key result area are chosen which cause heavy losses. You know, example, if I want to control, everything cannot be controlled. So what we do, we only see what are the important areas which can be controlled. So that is called as principle of critical point control. And there is a rule of principle of exception. Example, whenever we are producing anything, you take any goods which are perishable, vegetables or anything, or mirror, you are dealing in mirror. So there is always some standards are laid down. Any example, 2% loss we expect it will happen, 2 to 3%. That is called as principle of exception. We accept certain loss are going to incur. That is called as principle of exception. So next is action. What we do, we take action. The last step, that is first removing deviation from actual, removing deviation. First action is there. Second is stopping the repetition of what is happening over there. So both actions can be taken on the basis of that. So similarly, actual performance can be measured either on completion of a period or in between also. If we do the actual performance, when we compare in between the period, we get an advantage. Immediately we can know the causes of the deviation and we can go for correction. But when it is done after the year, then it is a standard laid down for next year. It is also depending upon the type of industry. So these are the steps of controlling. Now a question is coming in the examination. What is relation between planning and control? Very important question coming. First of all, there is interdependence between planning and control. You can see on the slide, planning is meaningless without control. If no control standard if there is no control standard compared with actual, then plan will fail. No one will take plan seriously. Similarly, controlling is blind without planning. If no standards are fixed, then there is no justification for control. Similarly, there is a difference between planning and controlling also. Planning is looking ahead and controlling looking back. And some people take it otherwise. Planning is the first function and controlling is the last function of management. So these are the two relations between planning and control. They can ask you a word and 2 marks question is coming given to you. Next is you can see the mind map concept. These are all the points are covered in a mind map concept, a chart. Thank you.